This week, I love my stick. David does an amazing Donald Duck impression, and Chloe loves her comment that she made about me looking at a sunflower. So, let's strap down, let's strap in, and let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
This is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Tom, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friends, my co-hosts, and if they were the Seven Dwarfs, you've got Happy, Dopey, and Grumpy. You can work out which is which.
Oh.
Hang on.
I have a feeling I know who I am.
Grumpy.
But if you put yourselves
Happy.
like a certain
sorry,
name.
my bad.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean?
I just wanted to see what arguments it's created.
I'm not biting.
Of course, we have
Producer's
David.
Dopey. What?
You're fired.
Go on.
We've got David, we've got Chloe, and we've got producer in the house. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, man, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
How's your Saturday night? Is it a nice quiet night for you? Nice and relaxing.
It is not quiet. It is not relaxing. It is the opposite of all of that. I have got hours worth of recording to try and fit into not a lot of time. So there you go. Chloe, what are you drinking tonight?
We just got done with the Truckers React video, by the way.
That was
So
hectic.
you guys should probably watch that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it'll probably be released before this one comes out.
Wait, so it's already out for
Yes.
us,
Right.
Okay, so it's out. It's out this week.
But
Well, it's not out
we
for
got
us. It's
so
out for them.
much love last time
We just recorded
that
it.
you got to go back and check.
Yeah.
People did like it.
I'm
really
going
like it.
for straight up. What have I got? Not whiskey. What's the other one? Gin.
I don't know. Gin.
I don't like gin.
And
How is that a
Mango?
correlation?
Higher
Yeah.
gin.
I do like
What?
mango. I do like mango.
What mango gin?
What's producer saying about
Mango.
gin?
Mango. What's that
Is
mango
that
thing?
a commercial?
No, what's that mango
What is-
thing? We like the mango. I like the mango. Hey, we like the mango. No?
No.
Is that not what you
What the
were
fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You know-
It's the
Oh, I love
Rubicon
it.
advert. Do you not remember that one? You got the little,
Should I just play
you
it?
got the little
Yeah,
dude.
just play it. Oh no, actually no, because we'll be dinged. We'll be
Copyright.
dinged on the bloody video.
Copyright.
Yeah, real.
If you are new here,
Okay.
this is apparently the UK's largest trucking podcast. There you go.
And best.
And
Yeah.
Some might say.
it's debatable.
World's
Some
most
have
amazing-
said it, though.
Yeah,
I've
this is
heard it.
true, Yeah,
was
you
it,
know?
was it us? Was
I
it
asked
us
my
that
kid
said
one time,
that?
and he said yes.
yeah. He says yes to everything, but fuck
I'm
it.
pretty sure there's yes to everything. So how's everyone's weeks been? What stories have you got for us? Anything tasty?
It's been wet.
Oh, tasty.
Oh, has it?
Took my kid to Disneyland again. That was exciting
Again?
for me. Again?
You took
Yeah.
it
How are
where?
you going to
Disneyland
Disneyland
again?
again?
I'm so
Well, of course, I have a season
jealous.
pass, so I can do whatever I can go whenever I want. Well, not
But
every
wait
time I
again,
want.
David
I
has
wasn't able to go.
Season pass.
This is to go see a Star Trooper friend. Oh, Chewbacca friend. But this is
Yeah.
The Chewbacca
Chewbacca
friend.
friend.
Actually, I didn't go to Disneyland. I'm sorry. I went to California Disney Adventure, which is literally across the
What's the
street.
difference?
And
What, literally?
Well,
is it
they're two
literally
different-
across the street, or is that an American literally
No,
across
it
the
is-
street? And
no,
It's
no,
literally
no,
across
the
the
two
street.
entrances.
It's another state.
The two entrances are at the other side of I don't know, a square, basically. They're two different theme parks. But this time I went to California Disney Adventure, and
Do you have a pass
they
for
have a
all
lot
of
of
it?
Pixar stuff, and I do.
So you can choose
And,
which one you want. That's so cool.
Yeah, so I can go back and forth. I think after 1 o'clock you can just go back and forth because you have to reserve a spot, and I wasn't able to reserve anything for the summer. It's only now I finally got to get a
is
reservation.
this where you took producer when you met up?
I was going to say, is Chloe jealous? Because
Ye-
that's where he took me.
Is
Did
it actually
you
where
I
you
actually-
took him to downtown Disney,
Which is the middle bit.
which is a
basically.
separate thing altogether.
downtown Disney?
Yeah, it's basically the middle bit. You don't have to pay to go in there. You have to pay for parking, but you don't actually
Well,
have to pay
it's
to go
like
in there.
Disney-
Parking's only
Super Bowl.
$50 an hour.
Well, no,
30.
no, it's,
Wait, is it actually?
It's about $30 for the hour, or if you buy something over $20 in a store, it goes down to like $20 for
Oh,
about
right.
4
For
hours.
real, it's
Oh my
$30.
god.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then if you eat in one of the restaurants, it's like $20 for like 8 hours or whatever. But yeah,
So you have to pay loads of money to get your money back, basically.
And yet, it's still cheaper
Yes.
than moto services, which is wild.
yeah.
So what you're saying right now is you could take your lorry there on break and just go and spend the day there
big
or the
enough.
night
Oh my
there.
word! You could take your truck to Disneyland, and it
And
would
it'd
be
be
cheaper
cheaper.
than going to a moto services. There we are, folks.
And
Top
you would-
tip for you: take your. take
You'd
your
probably
truck
end
All
up on
the,
a reaction video though.
Yeah,
Well,
I know, right?
Good news for us because we'll be covering it. And it'll be
Yeah, all the Marvel stuff is actually in California Disney Adventure. Like basically, if you want to meet Iron Man and
So
you know
it's
all
in
that kind of
different
all the
sides.
characters.
So you got like a kiddie
Yeah,
side
yeah.
and then like a
Yeah, you can drink alcohol in the California one, but you can't have, and there's no alcohol to be bought in Disneyland.
Oh, well, you'd be going to
so
California
if
side
you're-
then,
if-
wouldn't you? Totally.
Yeah, yeah. So you just see a lot of people. I don't really see drunk people. I'm sure there's a lot of people. There's so many employees kind of looking out for that kind of stuff.
I would be a little bit
But-
concerned
No, I'm
if I
pretty
saw
sure
a lot
you
of
were
drunk
drunk.
people at a Disneyland. side.
I'm pretty sure you
Is
were
this
drunk,
how-
David.
But
Is this how you met all your Chewbacca friends?
no, yes.
Oh,
Chewbacca,
No,
no,
all
Chewbacca
of the
was actually
Chewbacca
in the
films.
Star Wars area.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Wait, no, I was like Disneyland is where the Star Wars is, and
Oh.
Marvel is in the other side. So that'll be actually next Wednesday is when I go to Disneyland.
Technically, you could actually
with
hang
him.
out with Chewbacca after hours because you live next door. You could just say, "Do you want to come around for a beer?"
Yeah.
Yeah, who says I haven't? You know?
to be fair, you do pretty
So-
much live next door. Like,
Did
do,
you make him dress
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
I would totally make him dress up.
Yes.
Just to go to the pub
What was it?
every time.
We're gonna go
100%.
to we're gonna go to Comic Con.
Are you?
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What, dressed
Where?
up?
not San
You
You
Diego.
can dress
David.
up?
Potentially. Well, but, no. So we don't. We're not sure. So
What,
we're
are you going to
talking
be the
about
Green
this.
Giant?
We-
Oh,
Go
oh,
fuck yourself.
oh.
Sorry.
No.
I couldn't
So
think of
we
any
don't,
other
we don't
giants.
know. So my missus said Thor, which I don't really think fit personally.
No, he's not ginger.
Or then the other two, which are quite like, I like the idea of going as Korg. Anyone
When
who
he goes
doesn't
Groot.
watch any, like, it'd be quite hard to kind of do a Groot costume, would it not?
No, you just go and nick
anyone
some
who doesn't
bark
watch
from a
Marvel is
tree.
going to be like, "What are they talking about right now?" So, should we
You
just
don't have
briefly
to-
explain what
no,
Comic Con?
If you go as Groot as well, you don't have to speak to anyone. You just go around going, "I'm Groot.
I am Groot.
I am
Yeah.
Groot."
I am Groot.
Don't have to
We are
engage.
Groot.
I am
That's it.
Groot.
So, how do you explain Comic Con to people who, if they don't know it?
If you love
Comic
comics
convention.
and films and you want to dress up as your favorite character and go and show off, that's kind of what it is it not?
But then, yeah, they've got like loads of stands, and you can go and like meet
Yeah.
and greet people, and they've got
But
like
it's-
all like the big like.
It's sort of American thing, isn't it? That's come over here. Is that right? Because it's not been a
well,
big thing over
this is the
here.
one.
Yeah.
This is the one in Manchester, but it's also in Liverpool as well.
And
Well,
Because
London.
they do
looking
one that
at,
comes
but
down
it's
this
the
way as
Manchester
well. It does look fun.
The one in San Diego is the number one.
Oh, it's
and they have them
huge.
all over America,
It's
but it's
huge.
nearly impossible to actually get a
Yeah,
ticket.
is it?
Like you got to be like on your mouse refreshing constantly
Oh, really?
in order to get a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I've never done it. I just that's what I've heard.
Yeah, Mrs.
yeah,
Mrs.
but,
Salmon went
I'm
a few
excited.
years back, and it was a nightmare for her to get a ticket. So
Was it really?
yeah,
Did-
Well, did she?
Was it
Did she go?
slipping?
as
But did she
anything?
get it?
yeah,
Sorry?
yeah, she got in. Yeah,
Yeah, but did
She-
did she
Okay,
go as
okay,
anything?
okay.
yeah, herself.
Or it's just like
As a salmon, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
not as a wait. Could I go as a
Salmon.
giant salmon?
Yes, you can.
And what are you today? Podcast.
I'm a podcast logo.
I'm Tom from Just Another Trucking Podcast.
You may have heard
Oh,
me. I'm
I've-
kind of a big deal.
Kin 7
you should
foot
do
salmon
that,
just
just
walking
wait.
through the centre.
Honestly,
Oh my God.
it's probably the least strange thing that happens there.
Probably.
So, by a huge distance. Well, the other ones we were talking about is Korg. Hey, I'm Korg.
So what's Korg? Who's
Mid-Rocks?
Korg?
Korg from.
He's the
from
rock.
Thor.
He's
Yeah.
the rock guy with Thor.
Oh yeah, he's so cool.
Oh, he's so good. I love him.
Yeah.
Can you do the accent though?
Or Thanos. Yeah, well, what the best I can do is, hey, I'm Korg. I'm Mid-Rocks. That's my accent. That's it.
That's,
No, that's all right. It's
what
not
you're
bad.
going
Okay,
with.
that's okay.
That's was
I mean, that's
impressive.
literally all I can say. I couldn't say a
Just
sentence
for everyone watching, we had to
gonna-
use a soundboard then because he can't do it really. So yeah.
Well, if you're saying that, it must be half decent. So I'll take that as a compliment.
What about like Iron Man or something? Because then you don't have to.
Oh my god! Have you
That's
seen-
even
get a
worse.
costume.
Go on
Is
YouTube
it?
and look at the effort that
Yeah.
people put into the Iron Man costumes. It is
True.
I know, right?
unbelievable.
One of my best friends actually did Iron Man. He actually 3D printed an Iron Man
Really?
outfit.
Oh my god!
It's actually really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes into so much effort, like stupid amount of efforts. Like he did Pyramid Head one time from
Nice.
I can't. What's the name of that?
Is it-
What's the name of the
Oh, that's,
horror?
Resident Evil.
no,
Is it?
no.
Mm,
Silent
Oh, I
Hill.
don't know. It sounds
Produ-
scary.
Producer, this is literally your job.
Why are
Search
you
it.
not Googling?
Is it clicking me back in the
But,
background?
He was literally just like engaging then like he's normal and not one of the
Yeah,
producers.
stop,
you know.
stop
Get
talking.
on
with
I
it,
already,
you
I
peasant.
thought it's Silent Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
that's
is it
Resident
Silent
Evil.
Hill? Oh yeah,
No, it's not
Silent
Resident
Hill.
Evil.
Silent Hill
Resident
is-
Evil. And you were like, no.
Silent Hill.
Yeah, but that's Resident Evil, is it not?
No.
No,
it's not.
You
Is it not?
fucking mongoloid.
Wow.
No. What's this about, Lloyd? Oh my god, that's
Don't
amazing.
Google that.
I don't know.
No,
Jesus
don't
Christ.
Google that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You know what was funny? While we went to watch this show, me and Desmond, it was the it was a 3D animation thing, 3D animation video, and it was mainly about Donald Duck going through different movies, basically. All right, but no, the characters don't do Donald Duck voices a lot of the time, but
Oh, that's not bad.
Wow.
Wow.
For the listeners, that is
So-
actually
That's
David.
really
that was
good.
amazing.
That's genuinely good.
yeah, it's I've been able to do that since I was like 10
can
years
you say
old.
just
Yeah,
for
but
the trucking podcast?
I don't know. I'll try. But it's when you actually know what I'm going to say, you might actually be able, like if I just said, hold on.
That's objectively great. That's objectively great.
Is that a new intro?
Yeah, fucking nailed it, son.
Oh my god, that is literally amazing.
That's great. That's
No,
genuinely
But
great.
a lot
I
of
love it.
a lot of the parents and the kids once I started doing that, like, what the hell? What the hell? And I was kind of like
That
doing.
doesn't seem
well,
right.
I was doing where they couldn't kind of see me either. You know, it was just yeah, it was funny.
I like
That would
it.
be
I
such
like
a cool
that.
thing. That's such a cool thing to be able to do. I wish I could
I know,
do
right?
that.
I want to change the tone a little bit.
Oh.
for those.
Trucking?
Do you mean
Maybe?
we actually got a topic?
a genuinely well, it's not really a topic per se. It's just something interesting.
I
to
was say you
talk
asked
about.
us before we started, but like, no one's brought a topic. We have no idea.
Oh
what
yeah,
we're
no,
doing.
oh yeah. We've gone full Chris mode here. All of us are just winging it at the moment. It's fine.
I'm
It's
trying to
fine.
think of a
It's
forfeit
all
for you
good.
all. Like,
Oh, don't do a forfeit.
don't
Jesus
you
Christ,
dare.
that's
I'm trying to think
terrible.
of one at the moment.
What's a forfeit?
Forfeit. Last time Chris didn't have a topic, we had to have the listeners do one, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we did.
What was it? And
They-
he had
they
to
came with
explain
some
how
great-
much
great
he
ones,
loved
didn't
Magnums, wasn't it, or whatever they're called.
Oh, Renault Magnums.
Magnum
That is
Magnum.
exactly what.
It
That
was
was
like
a
most
great
hated
forfeit.
truck, and he had to like big it
Ah.
up and then
So-
try and put down his Scania, which it was
Did
painful.
the listeners come up with that one? Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it was
literally.
great.
Well,
Yeah,
there
it
you
was
go
really
then.
good. I
Comments
liked
down
it.
below. We need forfeits for these three for next week.
Oh, boy.
Oh no, this is gonna get bad.
David,
That
David,
saved me hassle.
David, edit that out for us, mate. Edit that out for us.
We'll see. We'll see if it's on my benefit.
What I was going to talk about? Oh yeah, so my truck,
Yes.
555 at work.
Triple
Previous
five?
driver.
Oh right,
well,
that's the
it's-
reg.
They've all the registrations are like T, which maybe stands for truck, possibly, and then it's got 555, and then it's got JBB for. They've got. Well, I don't know why. Suddenly, it occurred to me. I have
Did
no
not
idea what.
ask this
what the
question.
Have you not got a fleet of
They've
tippers?
all got private number plates, yeah,
So-
and they all
So
start
yeah,
with
that's
T.
the
They
idea.
got a
of it,
number,
yeah. So
and then
I'm
they're
in 555.
Right.
And
That is literally like
So-
Star Wars, Andy Red 5 or no, just Red 5 and Red.
yeah, well, so there's all those 555, 888. There's
Yeah. It's like that.
800,
Star
700.
Wars.
That's the idea of it. So you kind of know the numbers and you'll recognise it from a distance. Go, oh, that's this person. But the previous driver, Kevin, he passed away recently, and
Yes, he did
555
mention.
was his. It
Baby.
was his baby, and they said on Wednesday they said you're going to be just out of your truck. We're going to do some work to it, and it led the funeral procession.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Did you have to drive it?
No, but you weren't the driver of that procession.
I didn't.
Okay.
It wouldn't have been right, I don't think, for me to have driven it
Because you didn't know him.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. So it kind of feels a little bit.
That is nice of the company
and
to do that. Actually, though, that's quite a big thing.
It's lovely.
That's
How long did he work for the company?
respect.
I don't know how long he worked. It's many years, anyways.
But
I think
that is showing so much respect there. That's so good.
Oh, it was genuine. It was lovely, and it's like they had like sunflowers on the front of the truck. And,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was just lovely. It was really nice to. It's really nice to see a company just kind of put that little bit of extra effort in.
Yeah.
Like, the truck all looks gorgeous. Like they've put that new wing mirrors on it, and just obviously as you're driving along, like in the place that we drive, stuff does routinely hit the wing mirrors. We've probably got proper guards on them because they get hit so often with the places.
We've got that on the skip lorries.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah. It's a need. It's a big need.
On that subject, Chloe, do you how many places do you go and you don't look in the left-hand mirror? You just use the sounds of the hedge hitting the left-hand mirror to kind of go,
my God!
I know how close I am now.
Yeah. So many times. Sometimes it folds in. You're just like, I can hear it. It's fine. We're close enough. It's all good.
Oh, so does yours come in quite a lot? Do you have a pushing stick?
Bad. No, a pushing stick sounds like a genius
A what?
idea.
A pushing stick, right?
I normally have a Logan.
But
he's a bit weak.
We're going to go on a tangent here. You do. That's even better than a pushing stick. No, so what I do is when I used to work for Travis Perkins, because the place that we go to, especially in the spring, you'd get the stuff that would kind of come out and it would push the push the mirrors in, kind of stick out. And it pushed the mirrors in quite readily.
Yeah.
And so the mirrors would come in, and God, they come in with a bang sometimes.
Yes.
Like
Have they ever done it and you smash the mirror, the window as well? That scares the crap out of me.
No,
that's happened to me.
The previous,
the
previous generation of trucks, they had that issue where the mirror would come in and it wouldn't break the mirror; it would break the window.
Yeah, so my FM is all right, but if I had the FH, my older truck, if you had the window like so far down, so not all the way up, not all the way down, mid range, and if the mirror came and hit it, whether it would be your driver's side or your passenger side. If your mirror came swinging in and smashed it just on the right angle, it would just smash. Mirror would be fine, but your window would just shatter everywhere. And it full on explodes. It's so scary.
It's I've never had it, but I've heard about. But I used to have a push stick, and whenever the mirror used to go in, and there were some roads where I would just be ready. I would just have the push stick in my hand. It would come in so often.
That is absolutely mental that happens, and it's acceptable.
Oh no, it's not.
You know what I mean?
It's not acceptable. Routine.
Hang on, what was
routine?
It's part of truck driving. You got to do that on your test.
Yeah, what was it made of? Was it just like a broom handle?
Oh, it was just like it was like a little bit of 2B1, like a little, or like slightly smaller maybe. It's just like a little planed bit of wood, and you just use it to push it back in again. Just cut the corner.
Cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
The mirrors, we had special mirrors put on them. Do you know that sometimes you see the yellow mirrors? You see them on Travis Perkins ones.
They're really hardcore.
They're really, really you cannot break them things.
Yeah, they're really good.
It would them. The only time that I've ever seen one of them. So the previous driver hit something so hard with the mirror, it didn't break the mirror. It bent the bar. The big, thick metal bar. He bent
and the mirror was fine.
Oh, the mirrors were fine. The mirrors didn't even budge, not even a millimeter. The mirrors were like
they're
they
pretty
could go
hardcore
through the
mirrors, then, aren't they?
A nuclear
Really,
bomb
you can't
drops.
fault that.
The mirrors will be there.
He's frozen.
What's just happened?
Oh, he's better that way. It's fine.
Oh, you're back?
Is he
Hey!
Tom, you're back? Oh, Okay, well, welcome back, sir.
What's happened?
I mean, you froze. It was good.
Our
I don't know.
prayers
It
were
was
You
answered.
froze.
Right, okay, so where did they go up to in my story?
You said you bent the bar and the mirror was still fine. That's as far as we got.
All right. Do I need to
Yeah.
finish that off or not?
Yeah, you do. We didn't hear a word of it.
You always need to finish
Okay.
it off.
Yeah. I do.
Oh,
What's
fucking salmon.
We're having some technical issues there. But yeah, the bar got bent in, and honestly, their mirrors are phenomenal. If a
just
nuclear bomb
ugly, though.
dropped, they are very ugly.
That's the
true.
problem. They
That
are
is-
like
that's the-
literally.
they are not nice to look at.
They look like like
So
a kid's
they're meant to
toy.
be.
That's
They're meant to be
just-
hit.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
designed like stronger.
that's literally what
Yeah.
they're designed for.
As like okay, like our mirrors, you can bend them in as well, you know.
Yeah.
And but I've never actually had one to where it bent in because I was getting too close to something, you know. But what freaks me out though is that when you are reversing, and let's say you have to reverse in between a narrow,
Yeah.
between two trailers or two trucks or whatever, right? But you only have to go like I don't know 5 more feet, but then you close the mirrors in, but now you can't see behind you. For me, it's like so scary because you just have to just back up a little bit,
One
just
side, yeah, literally.
yeah. Or if you close both of them, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just so weird, you know. And
I just can't
yeah,
do it.
anyway.
But yeah,
Do you
the
not have
safety
the
ones,
side cameras?
the side cameras. Oh, what
Do you
down
not
on
have
the
them?
back?
We-
I don't have any
Yeah,
side
yeah.
cameras. No.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
We don't have any
No.
cameras at all in any vehicle.
I
I've
literally have a reverse camera and that's it.
I have only
No.
driven. Oh no! Wait, actually, no. My Travis Perkins one. Oh no, that did have side cameras. In fact, I've only driven one truck that didn't have side cameras on it.
So you're not a proper driver then?
Every other one was DVS compliant, and they all had like the
Really?
side cameras and all had the they all.
See,
The faux shoes.
You're asking
Tom,
David if he has side
you had-
cameras. Like, they have roads big enough to fit a space shuttle down.
They
He
don't
doesn't
even
need
have
to worry about-
reverse lights
Yes.
on their trailers.
That's actually a good point. That still blows my mind that you don't have reverse lights.
I
That
can't get over
blows my
that.
mind. It is
Yeah,
weird.
it is strange, but it is what
No,
it
it's
is.
literally
You
just
know,
lazy.
Tom, you showed a video of it to us one time of a car driving down the wrong way.
Oh yeah, well you
on
did
a
that.
on a motorway. You remember
Yeah.
that?
Oh right, yeah, the one that I recorded.
Yeah. So all those cameras, you showed all different angles. Now, does that? Are those the cameras that you're talking about? The side
Yeah.
cameres that you took all that footage
Yeah,
from,
I've
and
got-
you're able to are you able to just access it?
Yes.
All that footage,
on
no
the-
What, you
problem.
just
I
sit from the cab?
Yeah, I can only have one on in the Volvo. I can only have one at a time because you know your screen where you can see the
Yeah,
Well,
well
you've
you've
got-
got
on
the
the Volvo, where you've got
GPS
the
and you've got your
radio.
radio. Yeah.
yeah. Do you have the GPS enabled?
Oh, no, I don't know. They didn't pay for
No,
that.
it's not enabled on mine. I've
No,
got a
they
question,
gotta pay
and if anyone can answer this question, I'd be very appreciative. In the Volvo FH and the FMs,
Yes.
they've got buttons. They've got what have they got? They've got radio. They've got Bluetooth. They've got cam. They've
They've
got
got nav.
nav. But then they've also got one that says fleet. What does that mean? What does fleet do?
yeah, they
What
have,
is
haven't they?
fleet? What does it mean? What does that button do? It bothers
have
me
got that
every single
button.
time.
I've never
What
sort of
does it
questioned
do?
it. Is that not just like a fleet button? Don't
When
know.
you press it, does a fleet of other trucks come and protect you if other ones are bullying you? Is that what happens?
That would be nice.
That'd be
awesome.
phenomenal.
Maybe.
Yeah. I see
actually don't
producers
know.
like is searching, so that's good.
Well, I mean,
Might-
straight away, I've got the Volvo handbook open, so you know
So
that might
I've
have
never
it.
questioned that. The bit I
Wait,
question is,
there's a handbook for trucks?
yes, there is. Well, look at your truck. What's the auxiliary 1 and 2? What's that?
Auxiliary 1 and 2.
That's your boost.
What are those extra buttons? That would be amazing.
Are they just extra buttons, maybe?
They're just extra buttons. They light up. They don't do anything.
David, honestly, there's like buttons in my truck, and I think
There
Chloe's
is.
the same. No idea what they do. No
I
idea what
pressed
they
the
do.
You know,
auxiliary. No
so
idea. I don't take off.
Basically, Freightliners are the truck that I drive all the time, right? And again, I'm sure like only 2% of the people who actually drive a Cascadia Freightliner, but all the buttons, you can move the buttons around. If you pull the button out, you can put it somewhere else, and it will actually. It's linked to that button. So so if
Really?
you want the dome light to work, you can actually move that button around the place.
What? So
You
you
know,
just
so
like
it
set
is-
up how you
awesome.
Yes, and I have set it up the way I wanted to because like sometimes I didn't want
genuinely clever.
So cool.
the footwell light. But most people don't know that because why would they know that?
No.
You know what I mean? It was just that one time an owner operator told me, like, you can just pull them out and put them wherever you want.
Freightliner, yeah.
Cascadia Freightliner.
So
or
is
Freightliner
that-
Cascadia.
No, it's not a Freightliner. It's not. What's a Freightliner? That's not a Mercedes,
truck.
is it? We know
Is
it's
it
a truck,
Ford?
Chloe. Thank you for that.
I think Mac is Mercedes. International?
International's Mercedes.
Oh, okay.
That would
Yeah,
be
I
really
couldn't
handy because
remember.
we've got only Volvos at our place. And if I jump into another cab that's the same as mine, I'm trying to turn the PTO on, which is like something like the brakes or something ridiculous. Have you got that problem, Tom, where you jump into another Volvo exactly the same and your PTO's somewhere else?
No,
Or are yours all the
they-
same?
The Volvos are all the same
Ours are all different.
at our place. Are all of. I thought that the Volvos just came factory, as in like that. That's
No,
how they come out.
we've
But I'm
literally got-
guessing that's not the case.
No, so we've got two FM cabs, and then we've got three FMX. They're all basically the same inside, but their PTOs are dotted all over the place. Like mine's like down here on the left, like someone else is dotted here on the right. So I jump in mine and it's fine.
So
I know where
mine's-
that is.
so
I'll jump in
mine
another
and
one.
all-
It's somewhere bloody else. I'm like, for fuck's sake, why can't you just have it in the same fucking place? It's the same cab.
So mine is on the left-hand side on the bottom row.
Yeah,
underneath
mine's on the left side, bottom row,
underneath the
very
screen, is
end.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where mine is.
It's below the one that's it's below the lane assist. That's
That's pretty much where mine is. But then I'll jump
Yeah,
into
yeah.
someone else's, it's on the top right. Or I'll jump into the row and it's the very bottom, right at the bottom, the next set of buttons. It's like, why would you do that to me? Why can't
I
you
had
just
a
put it in
row-
the same place?
I had a Roro hit me last week.
Did you?
Yeah. A Roro went into the side of the. Because do you know I've got? Have you seen that I've got an aggregate trailer?
Right.
So it's kind of at the top. It's the same width of the cab, but then it kind of dips in.
Yeah, dupes in.
And
Yeah,
it kind
yeah.
of comes in, and then it comes back out for the wheels. Well, this Roro, he was fucking steaming towards me, and I put my brakes
Oh
on.
no.
And I think he was like, I think he'd seen like the fact that his mirror would fit in, and so he just didn't put his brakes on. But the problem is at the back, it's square. It's like a box at the back,
Yeah.
and it's so it's like a box at the back, and it just cleaned his wing mirror off, and he did not even brake. He just kept going.
It's fine,
It was
I've lost
honestly,
him.
it was wild. It was absolutely crackers.
Really?
Crackers. I couldn't believe it. Not even a slightest little bit of break. Hello, small thing.
Can you say hi? Can you say hi to everybody? Say hi.
For them audio listeners,
Okay.
we've just got another guest in.
We got invasion going on here.
I'm sorry about this.
Yeah, invasion.
He's usually napping when I'm recording, but we decided to record a little earlier. We decided to record a little earlier today, so
It's so
apologies on that.
exciting.
The lock doesn't work anymore on the door, so
Put it on his bedroom door. Just lock him in there.
Yeah, just lock him in. Just lock him in his cot.
Childcare 101.
Or buy a Mercedes and put him in the side locker.
Put some bluey on.
Honestly,
oh
you
yeah,
could definitely
absolutely.
put him in the side
Bluey's
locker.
not as we don't actually. He doesn't really like Bluey as much anymore.
No, Logan loves bluey.
But we have started watching season 3, and it's getting a little bit better.
Have you watched Unicourse yet?
Sorry.
That's so good.
Wait, you're keeping up
No.
with the seasons.
Yes. Season 3 has come out last week. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I was
How
so
are
excited.
you the people that I've decided to do this podcast with? How are you the people that I've decided to do that with?
We are parents.
All right, I'm gonna have to.
You don't have a young
He doesn't
child
want me
anymore,
to.
Tom.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah.
Well, he is a young child.
Well, this
Okay,
is
you want some
true.
candy? Mommy's got some candy for you. There you go.
Bribery, always good.
Go get some candy.
Charles being evicted. We're all good.
Been removed.
We're looking good.
All right, we're good.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome
Oh,
back,
it's so
David.
cute. Did you?
There we go.
You're
All
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
so lost.
Okay.
Love my kid.
By the
Yeah,
way,
you're so-
are
so-
those
so lost.
sunflowers in the background? Did you nick them?
No, didn't nick them.
Well, you were
No, no,
saying
no. Oh, no,
earlier
they-
about
they
the
went-
we went
funeral.
to a
You
s-
had sunflowers.
Oh no,
I thought maybe you just went,
there's-
fuck it, I'm having them.
Wow, what kind of person do you think I am? Holy shit!
When you were talking about it, I saw him behind you and I thought,
Do you really want to know the
ask
answer
you?
to that?
No, so we
You
went
might
to
be
a
like, can't make them go to waste.
no, we went to a sunflower. We went to a sunflower seed. It was on my Instagram.
Oh, is that why you're in the middle of a field with sunflowers?
Well, yeah, I think that's why there's a lot. I think that's why a lot of sunflowers around at the moment, just because there's a
By the
field
way,
growing.
Hey, where did our
I put
producer
the
go?
best comment on there.
Why did he just drop off the screen?
He's
I
run
don't
off
know.
somewhere.
He just splashed
Oh.
with all the water.
Oh no! Don't splash. It's very. I don't need a splash. I thought it would do nice, simple little where he just drops down from the screen. But now you have added a splash.
And
Oh,
there's
God.
also
All right.
I could also hear it as well, David.
Okay.
Did you notice my awesome comment, by the way, on your sunflower picture? I was well proud of that. Are you
No, I
telling me you
didn't
didn't
actually.
acknowledge it?
Go on. What was your comment on the sunflower picture?
I put a comment.
So
you said caption this.
I basically there was a picture of me. If you haven't seen my Instagram, picture of me. If you haven't seen my Instagram, go on like follow me on
Like
Instagram.
it.
Yeah, why
Right.
not?
So you put a picture of you in a field looking at these sunflowers going, look at me. And then you were like, caption this.
Well, actually, I was actually looking at a bee, and Mrs. took a picture of me looking at a bee.
Is that what you're
I
like?
didn't. Yeah, that was it. But
So,
my
anyway,
dog didn't step on a bee though.
My amazing comment that took me a lot of time to think about this as your tool, and it makes total
boy.
sense. Advice from a sunflower: be outstanding in your field.
I like it.
That's good. Come on. I was so impressed with
quite
my
good, yeah.
comment.
I need to see the picture. I haven't seen the picture,
Oh,
so
no.
We'll put it up in the chat,
We'll
basically,
share it with
or in
Damon.
the.
But I was so impressed, and I thought, I'll get loads of praise from you, and you just liked it. I was like, all right. Fuck you.
So right, so you were
oh, there's nothing
actually
worse. You just
looking
get
for
a
plays.
like.
It's just for you.
Okay.
There you go.
And what was the comment?
Oh God, I've closed it again. He said,
Well,
caption this photo of me looking confused at a sunflower. So I put advice from a sunflower: be outstanding in your field. Amazing comment.
It's
Come
nice.
on.
I like
That
it.
was
I like
good.
it. It's
Yeah,
simple.
it's nice.
It's good. It's
It
good.
was simple and it was happy. I was so proud
It was,
of that. I was
better
genuinely.
than Jammers about wiping my ass with the leaf, which my boss brought up. She was like, "Who's this person that's put this comment on?" I'm like, "Oh Jesus Christ!" I didn't even read it.
I did see that one actually.
Oh dear
Where
Lord,
was it?
David,
Oh.
let's hear a story of a time that you failed. That everyone enjoys them failure
Ooh,
stories.
That's a good call. We
Yeah,
just brought that straight
Okay,
in there.
where I failed.
yeah.
When I know this, Jesus, the list. Let me go through my
I'll
list.
Put you on the spot, why not?
Oh,
You have literally put him
all
on
right,
the spot.
okay. The salmon has jumped out of the water and he's back with us
I'm
again.
sorry,
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you
a bit
very
moist.
much.
Sorry.
Okay, there we go. Jesus, I wish I knew that. Like,
I think this is our forfeit because
failing.
we've not done any topics.
No, that's still coming.
We're just like,
Actually,
literally,
nailed it.
okay, you know,
David's got
Nailed it.
stories. We'll go with David.
yeah. Go, David,
You know,
save us.
let me bring up something that I actually was going to bring up before, right? There was let's talk about how I like to compare children with new truck drivers. All right. Now, you know, when you tell a child something, they'll just accept it, and you know, they won't even ask any questions.
Yeah,
and a
yeah.
lot of new truck drivers, they're kind of the same. They're kind of like the same. All right, you will have a trainer that doesn't really know what he's talking about, or he knows what he's talking about, but he's not very clear, or he doesn't finish the story, and they'll soak the new truck driver will just soak whatever
Yeah,
that is,
yeah.
and then he'll take that as gospel, and then he'll pass that information down to his trainee a
Yeah.
few years later, and then vice versa. So you know that happens a lot. But I just remember there was this one time when I was a kid. We were it was my mom and it was me, okay, and we were waiting for something or another. I can't remember. I could have been 8 years old or 10. But she parked the we were waiting for somebody showed up, and then she was about to close the door, and she says, "Do not touch that. If you touch that," and
was it your handbrake?
the car, yeah,
Right.
yeah. So so don't touch that, and otherwise we'll go flying backwards. All right. I'm like, okay. So I took that as the button on the handbrake is a super reverse power button or whatever, right? That'll make a car shoot backwards. For years, I thought that. I was like really curious. Why would they do that? Why would they have a button that makes a car shoot backwards? You know what I mean? And I just kind of forgot that I was. I'd always look at it and like, oh,
What?
okay, that's
Until
just for
you
putting
started
it down.
doing your driving lessons and realised.
I don't know.
Wait, what point
it
did
wasn't
you
that.
realise this
Truck
isn't
driver
true?
at this point.
It was last week. But I completely forgot about that. But one time I was driving by that exact point where we were parked. I'm like, oh, we were parked in a hill. That's why she said it. Because I was kind of curious why she even said it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I was like, we were parked in the hill, and she was leaving me in the car by myself. And normally that wouldn't happen. And normally we wouldn't park. We'd be parked on a 10% grade or whatever, right? So obviously, yes, the car would have shot
So
backwards.
now you've got the logical
But
thinking. I know what's going on now. That's fine. That makes total sense.
Yeah, so I always thought anyway. I always kind of compare that to when I meet new truck drivers, or I meet truck drivers who are even they've been driving for 10 years. It's just that they're like, why don't like I'd see them do something and like, why are you doing it that way? Oh no, this is the way I got taught at my trainer. But if you push this button and you do that, it'll save you so much time. Oh. Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, I've been doing it wrong the entire time. He was saying, isn't like, yeah, it's just that you don't. A lot of times, drivers they don't learn unless they're trying to learn, as in like because once they stopped having crashes or once they stopped messing up or whatever, getting lost, they kind of stop learning.
You
and
sort
they just
of adapt your own way.
A lot of times they don't learn.
Yeah, you kind of get into your own routine of what you're doing, and you don't realize necessarily there's a better way of doing it.
So
why would you look for it if something's already worked? If it's not broken, don't fix it, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
What's your handbrake story?
Yeah.
So when I was doing my driving test for my car, I was whenever I was putting the handbrake on, each time I put the handbrake on, my instructor would go, "Not too hard, you'll stretch the cable. Not too hard, you'll stretch the cable. Not too hard, you'll stretch." Every single time I put it on. Every single time, and drummed it into me, not too hard.
And it was an electric handbrake.
So we went to like a Burger King or something like that. We've gone out for a drive, and it was like my
on your
second
test
week.
Or your learning. You went to Burger
after I got my car. No, I got my car.
Right.
I got my new car.
This is a weird training session.
No, this is after. This is when I got my new car.
Right.
And it was a new car. My first car was actually a new car because I needed something that was going to be safe for the kids. So I got a fee.
Lucky you.
Whatever.
Right.
And so anyway, she went parked up, and parking was on a bit of a gradient. Not too much, but it was on a bit of a gradient. Got in, and handbrake on, not a problem at all. Got out, went to go and eat. Came back out. My car was in the middle of the car park. My car was in the middle of the car park. It moved back. Yeah, because I hadn't put the handbrake on hard enough. It was obviously hard enough that it just stopped there.
At the time.
But it's just very slowly been rolling backwards. Just very slowly. And that's the reason why it was just in the middle of the car park. It's come to a rest, but it just slowly moved backwards over time. And yeah. So ever since then, I always put it on a bit harder than I should do, but don't give a shit.
Oh my God. Do you never leave it in gear? I always leave mine in gear. Always leave mine in gear.
No, I don't. Yeah. I never do, but I don't.
I found my truck in the middle of a parking lot one time.
Did you?
What? Because of the parking brake?
See, when I was hustling, when I was moving trailers around all day.
Every single David story is just fantastic. Whenever it starts, you just like...
You think it's going to be a handbrake story. It's not. A train hit it. It exploded. It's now in the middle of the room.
Right, take your bets. Is this just a handbrake story, or is this going to be something else, like something has pushed it, or what's caused this? A meteorite. I'm going with a meteorite has hit the front of the truck. David, what's the actual story?
What is it? Come on.
It's not as exciting as that. Again, I was connecting to like the 100th trailer that day. But when I was kind of new, eventually you kind of do little shortcuts. So I would connect to the trailer, all right, and I do a bit of a tug, whatever, to make sure I'm connected. But the brakes on the trailer are already set, all right. So once you're connected, the truck's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
All right. So I got out. I was going to do. I connected the airlines, and wound up the landing gear. And then I went to the back of the trailer and I realized there was something broken on it. Okay, so I was like, oh, okay, now I got to go find another trailer. All right, so landing gear went down. I took the airlines off. I pulled the fifth wheel, and then I went wandering around to the other trailers around the parking lot. And there was like 50 trailers. I had to go check them all. And then I was like, okay, I found my trailer. Now I'm walking back towards my truck. I'm like,
where is it?
And I'm kind of thinking nothing of it. And then I realized, wait a second, my truck. Oh no! And then of course I jumped into the truck and I see that the brakes weren't set. You know what I mean? Because it was connected to the parked trailer.
It was stationary when you seen it.
It was stationary in the middle of the parking lot.
Oh my word!
It moved. No, it moved forward. It was in front of the trailer by like 20 feet. So lesson learned there that set all brakes. Yeah, it was just like
I think I've told this story before. I've actually had someone do where they've not put the what was it they did? Oh no, they hadn't put the handbrake on. That's what they'd done.
Right.
They hadn't put the handbrake on, and I don't set the brakes on the just because I'm a tipper driver and I'm lazy. If I'm honest with you, again, shortcuts.
So bad.
I'll admit. It's partly on me, but
it's
in a day, you also need to put your handbrake on the truck. That's the lesson here. He didn't put so neither brake, the trailer brake, and so the second he plugged the airline in, the whole truck just started going forwards because it released the truck. The only thing holding it was the trailer. So the second it got air, it started rolling forwards, and then it crashed into the side of my truck.
I think I remember you saying this. Oh, yeah. That's not a fun mistake.
I was connecting mine, and I was on the gangplank. I was on the fucking back on the catwalk bit, plugging in my stuff, and next thing the whole truck like swayed, and I was like,
"Oh shit!
The fuck was that?" I thought for a second, one of the airbags is gone. I've lost my suspension. I was like, that's the only explanation for why that's happened. And I started going underneath, and I looked, and there's a truck leaning against the side of my trailer. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And the thing is, the daft that it was in had this massive sign along the top. You know them safety signs that they have in like some places, and it says, make sure your handbrake's on, or keep handbrake, or something like that. And it's like, it's on the windscreen, this fucking thing.
It even beeps at you as you're going to get out.
I love it.
Doesn't it?
I think it might do, yeah. I will say that same driver, he'd used my truck to go and shunt something in the yard.
Oh no!
For whatever reason, he didn't use the other truck. He'd uncoupled my stuff, and as soon as he'd uncoupled, as soon as he uncoupled, he pulled forwards, but then he ripped the hose out, and caused quite a lot of damage. Yeah.
So I ripped the air hoses out. I don't know if I told you when I was doing my wagon drag. So I was like, I took out everything else, but I left for some reason the air. I don't know why. And then I drove around the whole yard, pulled up on the weighbridge. Obviously, just on our weighbridge, you kind of look in the window and they give you a thumbs up because they can see what you've got. And then you drive off. Anyway, I was coming onto the weighbridge. Something just didn't feel right. And it was just like, this is not right. It's losing air. Something's wrong. So I just casually cruised off it like nothing was wrong. And then it just kind of died the other side of the weighbridge. And it just literally spat out all its air. Because I'd basically left the trailer, which is intentional, but I'd not taken the airs out. So I just gunned it, ripped the Susies out with it, dragged them around to the weighbridge, just pulled off casually. It's fine. No worries.
I did always wonder. You know what? I did wonder. Do you lose it? Because on that time that does that happen on the American trailers as well?
What when you just
because you lost your trailer. So when you lose the Susies, do you lose all of your air pressure?
Yeah,
it literally just spits it out.
Yeah, well, sometimes immediately the brakes will be applied.
Yeah,
to the trailer, and if sometimes the air. Well, basically, there'll be air shooting out of the blue airline, the service line, and when that gets to a certain point, then your truck brakes will set. All right, because it'll
Yeah,
automatically set. I don't know if it's like that over there in England or whatever, you know. But yeah, again, it'll just sprout up all the air. Again, it's a great safety feature. Like if that happens to you guys, does your brakes automatically set if you lose all air?
I had that on the
truck
A50
does,
that week.
But if you lose the
But the trailer.
if
No, I'm saying if
when
you
I lost all the air with because I broke the Susie's, it literally just came to a stop at the end. It took a while, but it came to a stop, and then I lost it. It would not move. It wouldn't even turn on. Once it turned itself off,
ours
that
is
was
immediate.
It was
Basically, once the emergency line gets disconnected, there is no air because basically you need to have air in that. I can't remember what the technical terms are all out. Sorry, forgive me. But once you pull that off, again, brakes lock up. You know what I mean? And it just stops. You know, but it doesn't take time. You know what I mean? It's just now
instant.
if you do, yeah, you know, and then if you have
close to being instant, it's damn close to it.
Yeah, I mean, I was driving.
If you don't have the service line connected. If you don't have the service line connected and you're pressing on the brakes, you're losing air, and because that air would normally be going into the brakes to apply them, so you'll end up losing a lot of air, and then your airlines will pop out because you've lost air.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
so just that.
On that note, actually, Chloe, did you find? Because when I went to a wagon drag, I found myself checking all of the airlines and checking everything like repeatedly because it wasn't part. Did you find that when you went onto like a proper Arctic, for lack of a better word? Well,
right.
You know, but like, did you find yourself double checking all the airlines just a few times more because?
I was all right though because I just jumped in the walking floor and the trailer's always attached unless it's going up for some sort of work.
So you didn't have to.
So the only time I've really ever done an Arctic trailer and truck is if I've been moving a trailer around the yard or when I was training, and even then I managed to stall. Right, when I was doing my training, and you have to unhitch and rehitch, don't you? And then when you do the test of the two little shunts or whatever you want to do to test the brake. I managed to stall an automatic doing that. How do you manage that?
You know what?
That's my experience from it.
I've never had an automatic stall apart from these Volvos. I've had the Volvos stall out multiple times.
Have you really?
Yeah.
So it was an MAN honestly, that I learned in. And that stalled on me.
I've never actually driven an MAN.
It was all right. I quite enjoyed it.
Been in one, in fact.
You've been inside lots of men's.
Well played, sir. Well played.
That was quick. Literally.
So was Tom.
Thanks for producing it. This is why we've got you. Yay!
Yay!
You're the one that brought me in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What's the weirdest trailer that you've had, David?
Well, I hauled doubles one time. Again, you know, you have your 3 pivot points, 2 28-foot trailers with a dolly.
What, like
it's not weird or anything. But there's only 2 trailers though.
So how long what's the total length of it?
I think 80, maybe 75, 80 feet.
God,
yeah, it's 2 28-foot trailers with like maybe an 8-foot gap in between those trailers.
Just driving straight though. You don't reverse or anything, do you?
No. You don't reverse. People can reverse.
I've seen some people reverse.
I tried it once. Now, basically, there was the one time I ever reversed it. I pulled into a space. Again, there's designated spaces at truck stops for doubles.
Right.
All right, they're drive-through spaces. But towards the end of the night, they get filled up with the regular trucking trailer. You know, like because they, you know. But there was one. So I drove into a space. Now I drove into a space where I didn't actually have to turn into it, kind of thing. I just drove straight.
Yeah.
And then reversing. The kind of rule there is that you can, let's say you just drive perfectly straight. Eventually, it'll twist.
Yeah.
The trucks, you know what I mean? Because eventually, but all you have to do is pull up half the distance you just went, and it'll straight up, and then you can back up again. So you back up,
and you straighten out.
You pull forward a little bit. You back up, you pull, and so eventually you can get. Eventually, you can get out of there.
What if you get into trouble, or is it with them ones? Do you have like a set route that you're going to go on?
No, those don't have any separate routes at all. But you guys have them, don't you?
No, we don't.
They're not allowed in the UK. Right? There's been some call for it.
Oh,
yeah, but they're slightly different
pivot,
design, though, aren't they? They're not like the dolly things. They're like a rigid with the wagon drag almost, but longer. They're not.
Yeah,
they're not
ours
like
is just
dollies.
a regular semi truck. Yeah, regular semi truck, 28-foot trailer, dolly, 28-foot trailer. Again, now in Oregon and a few other states too, can have triples. All right, you'll have actually, and then
That
another
sounds
dolly,
scary.
and then another trailer. I've always wanted to drive them. I see
That
them all the
does
time
sound
in
like
Oregon.
a lot of fun.
I mean, I think
But
it'd be interesting if you go straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I connected to them, I did it back in school, or I did it with my trainer once, and I was like, "Do you understand?" Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. But then I had to do it by myself. A few weeks later, after I was done, and I was like, "Oh boy." All right, because okay, so the first trailer is easy, and of course now a lot of times you can't back up, so you got to manually lift up the dolly and scoot it over.
Oh, really?
All right? So you're actually so you got to set it up. You got to put it onto the pintle hook of the back of
That's the other thing, actually. How
front
do
trailer,
you get the dollies
and then there's
under it?
airlines.
Well, you have to manually
Yeah,
push
so
it, like yourself.
yes, no. So a lot of times, so you have your you set up. Yes, so you'll set up the dolly underneath the back trailer.
Right.
Okay, and then you can and then you'll get your front trailer, and
then you'll hitch up to that.
You hitch up to the front trailer, and then you'll back up underneath the back trailer. All right.
That sounds
So
terrifying.
That doesn't sound nice.
It was very when I first did it, I haven't pulled doubles in I don't know how long. It's I don't know, like 7 years, I think it was. You know what I mean? But I already had a lot of experience back then, and it made more sense. But when I first did it, when I first connected to the doubles, it was just so overwhelming. There was so much to think about that it just seems like common sense now.
Right.
Because you got to because you have the airlines, you had to have the airlines, the front airline, because there is hooks in the back of the trailer. What do you call them? Pixies, or what do you call those things that are, where you're connecting to the? Well, no, I can't remember. Sorry, Susie's.
Oh, right.
Okay, well,
What do
fuck
you
you
call
guys.
them?
I wasn't that far off.
Pixies.
Glad hand.
What do you call them?
There's a glad hand hook.
Yeah.
We don't have nicknames.
They're just
Who,
popes.
me or Tom?
No,
I don't know
we
what-
call
I don't
them
know what Susie
Susies. They
stands
are
for.
called Susies.
What does Susie actually stand for? Or mean?
It's a lady.
It's just
I
a
don't
word,
know.
isn't it? Dunno.
Producer.
Anyway, yeah, it was. Anyway, it was kind
What's a
of.
Susie?
I got there in the end, But
That sounds terrifying.
yeah, when disconnecting,
That's
then
the
is
thing is
it's-
it's connecting it
I
all up
suppose.
and disconnecting it and faffing around because it's
you know
double the amount.
what's really strange is driving with them. I always took it extra wide when I'm making turns, but you actually can turn a lot sooner because of how they turn.
'Cause it literally
So
like a
I'd be
train.
making a right because it's longer.
Yeah.
But because there's so many pivot points, it actually follows you a lot better,
Really?
which weirded me out. And it was just, and it's kind of cool. And then eventually, so I would always take everything extra
Yeah,
wide,
because you'd
and
still
it was
think
just
it would kind
it
of
was so unnecessary.
drag in a bit.
A little bit, yeah, it is, but it's not
Not like you think it
a
would.
regular 53-foot trailer.
Well, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
I suppose the weight behind it though kind of keeps it out and with you, if that makes sense.
don't think the weight has anything
Well,
to do
no,
with
but
it.
I mean, like the length.
Unless if you're going extremely fast and you turn your corner, it will whip. The back trailer
Your
will
back
whip
trailer
out.
keeps going
bit like,
straight
you
while
know.
you go down that way.
There was one time I got myself stuck though. I was trying to pull a U-turn and I couldn't make it, so I was doing a 3-point turn, and all of a sudden I was like, "Oh no, that's gonna hit." Fuck. So the only way out of that is literally disconnecting.
Is this one of your
everything and setting
videos you
up
showed
again.
us on reaction videos? Is that one of those? Was that
No.
you actually?
No. That's why the footage was so good.
You
To be
had that
fair,
one set up ready.
I'm starting to realize that the more and more podcasts we do, David goes, well, there was this one time that I did this, and there was this one time I did
Yeah.
It
this.
does seem,
I
no
don't-
matter
'cause I've
what
forgotten
we
about them
talk
all.
about, David's always got every single
Always
time.
got a
David's got to say,
story.
well, actually, there was this one time the army was chasing me. And
There's even more than that though, because sometimes we'll finish and we'll go, I really wanted to talk about this situation I got into, but I didn't get time to. You're like, so there's more than one situation.
Yeah, I don't even know why I have a training channel sometimes. And like,
Because you've
but the
been
more
there
mistakes
and
anybody
done
makes, the
it.
more you learn.
those who can't train.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you've got to be in every situation to train and pass on the information, isn't it,
This
really?
is it. Yeah, this is it. The best
If you-
way of
Or at
learning
least
is
watch
with
enough
mistakes.
YouTube videos and learn from their mistakes, so you don't.
Yeah.
But
But
Points
it is,
exactly.
isn't
I didn't
it? Like,
have
we-
those
like
to
we always
watch.
say, if someone's done it before you, and they're going to be the ones that tell you about it and how to avoid
Yeah.
that situation,
Mhm.
and that's the only way you're going to
that
learn.
think that is the very motto of the podcast, isn't it?
Yay!
And I think
Someone will
with that
tell you.
note- yeah, pretty much.
We're so educational. It's
that is
unbelievable.
that is right. Should we go through some housekeeping?
Oh,
we have-
actually,
All right, let's go to
we have got-
sevenslap.com so you can support our channel and buy some merchandise. As in,
we have
Chloe
got
has
new
put out
t-shirts, we've got
a roundabout
stickers.
rotisserie t-shirt.
Whoa.
Here's a look at
Can
that.
I also point out that I did it without telling you guys? You might tell me off and give me a slap on the wrist, but fuck you all. You know my sticker kind of stylies? I've made them into t-shirts, so fuck you.
I like what individual ones.
Yes. No, you've got like all three of our faces.
Altogether.
But
Yeah.
I've made it
I
into
like it.
t-shirts and jumpers, and there might be separate stickers to come. I'm going for it.
I
You've
like
given me
it.
access. Fuck you, I'm doing it.
Do it. Fucking do it. It's great. It's great.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's fine.
please go and check out the new stuff that I have created for you all.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, see?
when's the lay-by t-shirt
Yeah.
coming?
I'm working on that one.
The lay-by.
Coming soon.
Oh God, no.
That's my OnlyFans. Shush.
I believe that's what the guy was hoping for. It didn't work out that way, though. Anyways, don't
I have
forget
something
to-
to plug.
oh, go on.
Oh no,
Yeah.
what?
So I've had a sponsor come through. So I haven't told you
Oh.
about this just because you really wouldn't care. But
Right.
I've been shown this game. It's an amazing game. It's called My Trucking
Fucking
Skills.
shit. Fucking shit. You
I
absolute
thought you were
bastard.
actually
I
being
genuinely
serious.
believe- I thought you were
Oh.
being serious.
This is
I'm like,
exciting.
oh.
I was like,
Why wouldn't he
wow,
tell
And
us
this
about
also,
is
this?
why is
amazing
Salmon
work.
getting this? Not us.
Fucking shit.
I wasn't going to bring it up. Game's not
No,
fucking
that's
out
why you
yet.
paid. That's why you
Go on.
paid me to do it.
Yeah.
Talk about the
Yeah.
game. Go on.
I didn't pay you, dude.
Oh, we're not actually
Alright.
going to talk about
Yeah.
the game. Okay.
I-
No,
I-
David, that
we're
was
not.
your setup.
It's
That
not
was your
out.
setup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
and
nothing
it's just
about the
No,
game.
I'm not
I-
talking about it. It's
Unbelievable.
not out yet. What the fucking point? Am I paying you if it's not really out yet? Well, maybe, but I don't think it is.
This is his
So
cheap
I'll-
way
I'll
of not
get-
paying
Remember, this
you,
is a week
Salmon.
out.
It's early access. It's in early access.
Right.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
screw you.
On
Skip
that note,
check,
Tom,
check.
go.
Skip check.
Yeah,
Skip check.
let's. Skip chick, except
Skip
for
check.
access.
Yeah.
David, my trucking skills.
Yeah, my trucking fucking skills.
I don't believe that's the name of it, but okay, we'll go with that. Thank you
Updated
so
version.
much for watching. Yeah, can I go? Can I finish?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please do.
Thank you. I
We might
appreciate
as well.
that. Thank you so much for listening. And if you haven't listened, how did you get this far? But we shall
Literally.
see you next time. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This is just another trucking podcast.